On BLITZ, it's time for our phone interview where we have Lumpkin County girls basketball coach Matt Youngblood. Matt, I appreciate your time today, and thanks for being on here.
Thank you. Glad to be on here for you.
Now, Coach, you're coming to the close of the season with the 8 4A tournament upon you now, and a 5-19 season has not really been indicative of the effort that your girls have given as they've gone 4-3 in region play. Describe your feelings on your first season in control of the Lady Indians program.
I've seen a lot happen over the last few months here since we started back in October. It's kind of flown by, but it's been a good experience. We've tried to change the culture a little bit. I actually talked to Coach Buster Brown over in Lumpkin County. He's been really good about sharing some ideas with me, and he told me just to dig in there and try to change some things that I felt like we needed to change. And our girls are playing hard. We just drawed a tough schedule this year. You look down the board there, and we have everybody we've played has a very reputable record. So.
Right. Yeah, you had a very tough non-region schedule for sure. And you mentioned having to make some changes. What were some of the biggest obstacles or difficulties that you had taking over this program?
Well, it started back in the summer when I started working with them. I noticed something right off the bat. We had practice at 9 o'clock, and at about 8:59, there was nobody even out in the gym. Everybody was still huddled up in the locker room doing whatever they do, and we had to change that. Now they're out there 30 minutes ahead of time. They're ready to go come practice time, and it's been a little bit of a change working with the ladies, but it's still X's and O's, and we've got a great group, but we just have to change that. All right, let's go, ladies. Let's get ready to roll and be ready when it's time to practice.
Right, and you said you had a great group of girls, and they're led this year by Dakota Solons and Emily Garner. Those are your lone seniors on the team. Talk about the leadership that they bring to the table and how important they are to the future of this program.
Well, that's another thing that we've really been trying to work on is our leadership. It's still not where we want it to be. I've really tried to get the seniors to take charge. But I've also told anybody else that's willing to step up and be a leader, that's great. They don't have to be a starter. They don't have to be, they don't even have to play a whole lot. We just need some attitude out there and some people to get people going. And it's starting to pick up. It's starting to grow a little bit, and it's becoming more enjoyable to coach them than it was earlier in the year.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, you had a really tough non-region schedule. Probably prepped you for some of the region play, and the highlight of your season so far was that 3-game win streak within region play over Eastside, Johnson, and Monroe area. What was the key to that 1-week stretch when your team seemed to be firing on all cylinders?
I would say the biggest thing is trying to simplify what we do. When I came in, we was trying to find just the identity of the team. We finally tried to get to the point where we're trying to do a few of the small things that will help us be more competitive. And by simplifying it, it has made us more competitive. They don't have to think as much with what we do. They just get out there and try to go 100%. And just the effort during that 3-game stretch and their confidence level is amazing. Starting to shoot the ball better, not being so passive on offense, and playing better defense. But our defense has fell off a little bit the last couple of games, and that's our focus this week, getting ready for Madison on Thursday.
Right. And the 05-06 and the 06-07 seasons, back-to-back years for the Lady Indians where they went 32-19. What does it take, within your talks with Coach Buster Brown at White County and just what you've figured, kind of coming in and taking over this program, what would it take to build the system up to match that success again? What does that take to be able to accomplish that?
I think it starts with the attitude of the players. They have to want to be there. They have to want to get better in the off season. We can't do much with them from October till now. Once you get into the season, you know how it is. It's game after game, and
right.
I'm hoping to get these ladies in a league or have them play and be competitive in the off season. We'll work with them as much as we can. also think that we're going to have to really sit down and try to figure out a way to make our non-region schedule a little bit more friendly for us. As over the last few years, it's been a struggle here at Lumpkin, and we gotta learn how to win before we can win.
Right.
We'll take confidence and win in some ball games, and once they gain that confidence and feel like they can win, then we can move to the next step. But we're going to work hard to try to find some teams that are in the same boat we are, they're in a rebuilding stage, and there's been a lot of turnover up here with the coaching staff, and I hope to keep our coaching staff that we have now back on board and just try to go forward.
Yeah, and you mentioned a moment ago heading into the region tournament, trying to have your girls focused, and you have your girls in a pretty good position to make it back to the state playoffs if things fall right, and which would definitely be a huge accomplishment for this team. What would be the key to getting one of those 4 spots into the state bracket?
Right now, we're sitting 4th in the region out of 9. If we can take care of business on Thursday against Madison, we will have a tiebreaker between us, Stevens County, and Eastside if it came down to those 3 teams being that 3 seed. So we kind of hold our own destiny as far as if we take care of business. Taking it, one of those teams loses to Chestatee, which has been playing lights out.
Oh yeah.
So if we could get a good draw going into the tournament, I feel like that would give our girls confidence. But if we go in as a 4 or 5, have to play, we played with everybody except for Chestatee, and we actually played with them at their place and actually led in the 3rd quarter for a couple minutes. And but everybody else has been a close game. It's been, we've either beat them or it's been close. So I feel confident that if we can get ourselves straightened away on defense, we'll have a great chance of making it.
Yeah. Well, Coach Youngblood, thank you again so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing how the Lady Indians do in the upcoming region tournament, and wish you guys the best of luck.
All right, thank you.
A quick break, then back in the studio for our Player of the Week awards.
Wondering why